This week on Faan In Focus, Faan intensifies Ebola surveillance at Nigeria's busiest international gateway. The authority charts a new path towards greater efficiency through a management retreat. World Environment Day provides another opportunity to advocate for climate action and greener airports. Our cameras take you inside the new Lagos Airport terminal experience. We'll hear directly from the managing director on ongoing terminal remodeling and strategic upgrades. Chumanoli goes behind the scenes of ongoing construction works at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport. Plus, we spotlight the transformation of airport cargo operations and share useful airport tips every traveler should know. Welcome aboard. I'm Tolulokwe Adeleru Balogun. This is Faan In Focus.
Every day, thousands of journeys begin and end at Nigeria's airports. Behind every safe takeoff and smooth arrival is a system working tirelessly for you. Faan In Focus, a half-hour enlightenment program on major Nigeria television stations, takes you behind the scenes, bringing you closer to the people, policies, innovations, and services that keep Nigeria's aviation industry moving. Discover helpful travel tips, understand airport processes, and stay informed about the developments shaping the future of air travel. Whether you're a frequent flyer, a first-time traveler, or simply curious about aviation, join us on Faan In Focus on these stations and across Faan's digital platforms. Faan In Focus, bringing the airport closer to you. Brought to you by the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, FAN.
The Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria has intensified surveillance measures at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos, following renewed concerns over the Ebola virus disease in parts of Africa. Working closely with health authorities and relevant agencies, FAN says screening, monitoring, and response mechanisms remain active at the nation's busiest gateway. The authority reassures passengers that all necessary precautions have been put in place to ensure the safety of travelers and airport users. In its determination to build a more responsive and efficient organization, FAN recently convened a management retreat aimed at strengthening institutional effectiveness. The retreat brought together key officials to review operational processes, align strategic priorities, and foster a culture of innovation, accountability, and service excellence. Management says continuous capacity development remains central to the authority's vision of delivering world-class airport services.
And I must say that it's been an eventful year. It's been an amazing year, but it's one that has come with loads of wins, loads of progress, but of course, with every win, every success, every amazing story, you have challenges.
FAN joined the global community to commemorate World Environment Day 2026, renewing its commitment to environmentally sustainable airport operations. Observed under the theme of climate action, the event highlighted the importance of safeguarding natural resources and reducing environmental impact.
In commemoration of the World Environment Day, we as an organization in FAN, it is our duty to make sure that all our activities are in line with global practice, reducing global emission, and of course also contributing to maintenance of the world environment.
The authority reiterated its resolve to promote environmentally responsible practices and create greener airport environments for future generations. The transformation of Nigeria's airports is perhaps most visible where passengers experience it firsthand, the terminals themselves. For a closer look at the developments at the Lagos airport terminals, here's our correspondent, Chuma Noli.
Hello there, welcome to Faan In Focus, live from Terminal 2 of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos. This is a program where we move around airports across the country, understanding what the latest developments are in the quest to ensure that we have the best aviation industry in our great nation, Nigeria. My name is Chuma Noli, excited to be your host. And when it comes to information across airports around Nigeria, including the Niger Delta, we give you action more than what you get from a black belter, acting as efficiently as an information shelter. So in your quest for knowledge, you don't have to go helter-skelter, as right here we're heavyweights and certainly not welter. Welcome along. Well, today our priority is the Murtala Mohammed International Airport and the remodeling and reconstruction work taking place in this facility. It's one of the busiest airports in Africa, as every single week, hundreds of flights land and take off from this territory. So it's important that the facility gets to the highest global standard. And under the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, there has been that drive to make this a reality.
Built to world-class standards, this architectural masterpiece has completely redefined the passenger experience in Nigeria. With a capacity to process a staggering 14 million passengers annually, Terminal 2 boasts 60 state-of-the-art check-in counters, 5 rapid baggage claim belts, and premium hospitality lounges paired with free high-speed Wi-Fi. It's not just a terminal, it's our gateway to the world. As Faan continues to optimize operations, a premier lineup of global and domestic airlines now proudly call Terminal 2 home. Whether you're crossing continents or flying regionally, elite carriers are ready to welcome you. This includes global giants like British Airways, Virgin Atlantic, Lufthansa, United, Delta, Qatar Airways, Emirates, and Turkish Airlines. Connecting Africa has never been easier with top regional carriers operating right here, including Air Peace, Ibom Air, United Nigeria, Ethiopian Airlines, Egypt Air, Kenya Airways, Rwanda Air, South African Airways, Air Maroc, Air Uganda, Air Côte d'Ivoire, and so many more. Please note, as part of our strategic infrastructure management and ongoing terminal updates, temporary passenger processing is currently active for ValueJet, Air Gabon, KLM, and Air France, alongside selected regional schedules. At the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, your safety, comfort, and seamless travel remains our highest priority.
I'm really delighted, and I'm counting down on the experiences of these passengers as a galvanizing thought process for me too. So we really hope that the standards in our great nation Nigeria gets to the very best that the globe requires.
Thank you, Chuma. Now, while passengers are already experiencing some of these improvements, what exactly is the bigger vision behind the upgrades? The Managing Director and Chief Executive of Faan, Mrs. Olubunmi Kuku, provides some insight.
So yes, you are seeing a lot of flux and activities in Terminal 2 today because we started a pilot so that we can start using T2 for arrivals, because all arrivals will now come in through T2. We're also seeing a lot more departure. So I want to appeal to Nigerians that it's going to be a bit of a challenge or an inconvenience, I should say, for the 22 months period. But I believe that the benefits of that inconvenience will far outweigh, the challenges that we would have during that period. The purpose of the pilot is for us to sort of understand the operational issues that could potentially arise. We're also looking at the timing of some of our flights, especially some of the wide body aircraft, because of the passenger activity. We've started to work a lot more closely because of this period with some of the third parties, so the ground handlers, the airlines, so with AON as well as the customs and immigration as well, to ensure that we can actually reduce processing time within the terminal environment. So that's one of the things that we're doing. The second is that there's a lot of information that is out in the media now, and we're going to amplify that even a lot more to passengers, to please put in some additional time when they're coming into the airport area. So make sure that you allow for the 3 hours, the recommended time for you you to really get to the airport, go through the passenger processing so that you're not rushing, either because of passenger processing or anything else that is happening within the airport area. Because yes, things have changed slightly. I do want to say that yes, the boarding bridges will not be in use during this period. We're going to be using remote stands and remote parking for our aircraft. So both from Terminal 2 as well as the temporary terminal, we will be busing our passengers like it's done in parts of Europe and Middle East and other airports as well. So we also take that into account. We have a number of additional buses that are coming in that will help us to also manage the passenger flow on the air side as well.
Christine, and I'm from the Netherlands. It's very nice to see this new airport or this new terminal. It looks very good and clean, efficient. There are not yet many people, but I think it will grow. So very a lot of success here with this airport.
A very spacious place and very nice compared to the old one. I've seen nice facilities and well arranged facilities, and I think that's a big difference from the old airports. It's very refreshing actually to see a very spacious place and all that. I look forward to coming again to this place, and I think that's a wonderful experience for me.
The transformation story doesn't end at the terminals. There's equally intensive work taking place behind the scenes. Once again, here's Chuma Noli.
Well, it's not just about the talking, it's all about showing some walking. And right now we are in one of the locations where we're having a bit of remodeling right here at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport. And there's so much of construction work around. I can see caterpillars and the like. Just behind me, Terminal 1 of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport. And they are walking there. It's all part of the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and also great job being done by the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, as well as the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development. Massive this is. Big project we hear in a matter of months. There'll be cause for us to enjoy using these facilities as the case is. And the desire is to take it to the highest level of international standards.
Lagos, the largest city and economic hub in Nigeria, is a vibrant metropolis known for its bustling ports, financial districts, and diverse culture. Commissioned in the year 1979, Murtala Mohammed International Airport, MMIA, in Lagos was the busiest airport and a key international gateway for Nigeria. However, as Nigeria's most important aviation transportation hub, MMIA faces numerous challenges after 50 years of operation, including an inefficient road network, outdated terminal facade and finishes, dilapidated building structure, aging equipment and machinery, a lack of direct access between the two terminal buildings, and restrictions on the development on Terminal 2. To restore the prestige of this international gateway, we are embarking on a journey of renewed hope, undertaking a systemic renovation of MMIA to bring back its former glory and elevate its status on the global stage. First, the inefficient road network will be replaced with two independent ring roads, the outer ring for departures and the inner ring for arrivals. Second, the existing structure of Terminal 1 will be strengthened to improve its integrity. A connection building will link the two terminals, and the skywalk will connect the car park to Terminal 2, ensuring seamless passenger movement within these facilities. Meanwhile, this half-century-old Terminal 1 will undergo comprehensive modernization, featuring an enhanced eagle-inspired architectural design that symbolizes a soaring and hopeful Nigeria. The upgrades will include both interior and exterior enhancements, improved passenger facilities, and advanced mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems to enhance operations and capacity. Terminal 2 will also undergo upgrades, including refurbished platforms, enhanced canopies, expanded boarding fingers, and an enlarged apron for greater efficiency. Once completed, passengers at MMIA will enjoy a significantly enhanced travel experience. The redesigned infrastructure will provide well-organized and direct access to the terminal buildings, improving efficiency. Optimized internal circulation will ensure uninterrupted movement for arriving and departing passengers. Additionally, modernized facilities, upgraded amenities, and an aesthetically immersive environment will create a more comfortable, seamless, and enjoyable journey for all travelers. Under the Renewed Hope initiative, we're leveraging global expertise in airport engineering and cutting-edge digital systems to transform MMIA into a safer, smarter, greener, and more efficient aviation hub. Finally, the nation will be filled with hope, paving the way for a brighter future.
Airport cargo operations remain a critical component of efficient airport services and national economic growth. At a recent summit organized by the Nigeria British Chamber of Commerce, Faan highlighted progress being made in repositioning the sector. Speaking at the summit, the Director of Cargo Development and Services, Mr. Olalekan Thomas, outlined initiatives aimed at improving cargo handling, enhancing efficiency, and supporting trade facilitation.
The Honorable Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Mr. Festus Keyamo San, has led the initial charge by elevating what was a small department into a dedicated Cargo Development and Services Directorate at Faan. This is indeed our first call to action on the seriousness on trade facilitation. Under the visionary leadership of our Managing Director and Chief Executive, Mrs. Olubumi Kuku, we are implementing a comprehensive reform agenda built on DCDS audit. DCDS is Directorate of Cargo Development and Services audit, the Avia Cargo Committee findings, and indeed her vision. 1. Infrastructure transformation. We're expanding and modernizing and equipping existing international cargo warehouses in Lagos, Abuja, Kano, and Port Harcourt. There are plans afoot for new cargo villages with dedicated facilities, packaging, testing laboratories, aggregation centers in Lagos and Abuja. We have resuscitated, for want of a better word, the moribund domestic terminals in Lagos, and is now fully operational. We're going to replicate such in Abuja, Kano, and Port Harcourt, bearing in mind efficient domestic cargo throughput also feeds international cargo.
Under the leadership of Faan Managing Director Mrs. Olubunmi Kuku, the Directorate continues to explore innovative approaches to unlock the enormous potential within Nigeria's cargo ecosystem.
Every day, thousands of journeys begin and end at Nigeria's airports. Behind every safe takeoff and smooth arrival is a system working tirelessly for you. Faan In Focus, a half-hour enlightenment program on major Nigeria television stations, takes you behind the scenes, bringing you closer to the people, policies, innovations, and services that keep Nigeria's aviation industry moving. Discover helpful travel tips, understand airport processes, and stay informed about the developments shaping the future of air travel. Whether you're a frequent flyer, a first-time traveler, or simply curious about aviation, join us on Faan In Focus on these stations and across Faan's digital platforms. Faan In Focus, bringing the airport closer to you. Brought to you by the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, FAN.
Before you head to the airport, here's something you should know. Airport parking fees vary according to terminal locations and duration of stay. Many airport services now support cashless payments, making transactions faster and more convenient. Passengers are encouraged to obtain and retain their parking tickets, use authorized payment channels, and seek assistance from FAN personnel whenever necessary. Remember, being informed makes your airport journey smoother and stress-free. And that's our flat plan for this week. Today, we brought you updates on the enhanced Ebola surveillance measures, FAN's management retreats, and the authorities' commitment to climate action. We took you inside the Lagos terminal transformation and heard from the managing director on the strategic vision driving these upgrades. Chuma Noli showed us the progress being made on critical infrastructure projects, while industry voices spotlighted developments in cargo operations. And of course, we shared practical airport tips to make your travel experience easier. Thank you for joining us on Faan In Focus. I am Tolulope Adeleru Balogun. Until next time, safe travels and keep your eyes on the future of Nigerian aviation.